Welcome back to MrTechyBiker, where tech meets speed. Today we are unboxing a productivity powerhouse, the Logitech MX Master 3S, along with the minimalist Studio Series Mousepad. And later, I'll compare it with the Logitech Pebble 2 and the Apple Magic Mouse 2 to help you pick the right one. Let's dive in. The box is strong, the packaging feels right. Let's quickly unbox. Logitech knows how to do packaging right, simple and slick. So inside the box we have the 3S itself, feels like a matte luxury SUV in your hand. It's bulky for sure. Bolt receiver if you don't want to use Bluetooth, because the receiver gives snappier connection. And what do we have here? The usual docs which nobody reads, and a USB-C to A charging cable. The 3S fits the hand like it was made for it. Clicks are super silent, just listen to this. With the thumb wheel and the forward back buttons, it is built for power users. There is also this gesture button that allows you to use all the gestures that you natively use on a Mac. And you gotta press that with your thumb. So at the back, you have this button that allows you to choose and connect to 3 different devices. Let me keep everything aside and unbox the mouse pad. I don't think I need the knife. I'll just pull out the cardboard lock. So this has a minimal look, anti-slip rubber base, water resistant surface, and it feels smooth, but I'm sure it's not slippery. The stitching is also great and it's pretty much flexible and foldable. Let me test this durability with the knife. No. So this combo just looks clean on any desk, especially for Mac setup. If I compare this with the Pebble 2 and the Magic Mouse, you see a big difference. And if you're deciding between any of these mouse, then here's a quick real-world comparison. I absolutely hate that sound, but the Magic Mouse has a trackpad-like feature with all the gestures, and it is so smooth. And most people complain about the charging port, which is at the rear end, and another problem is you cannot switch between multiple devices easily, unlike the Logitech Pebble as well as MX Master 3S. And the drawback with this mouse is it's a basic mouse with basic features, so you do not get any side buttons or gestures or anything like that, but it is definitely budget friendly. And the Pebble 2 is so compact, it completely fits into your palm and you cannot even see it. It is quiet and budget friendly. And if you compare their sizes, both are compact and portable. The MX Master 3S, on the other hand, looks like a toad, and that is because it is ergonomic. The buttons are all customizable. That's the best part. Well, if you work long hours, definitely go with the 3S. If portability matters and you're okay with basic features, then the Pebble 2 wins. And if you love aesthetics more than your wrist, well, that's Magic Mouse for you. I'm going to show you the gestures I use on this mouse, and with the help of the Logi Options Plus software, how I customize every single button on this mouse to suit my preferences, whether it is Final Cut Pro, Chrome, Blender, or you name the application. So let me quickly show you how I use it on Final Cut Pro. So I've customized the thumb scroll to move the timeline forward and backward, as you can see here. So I scroll it upwards, it goes on the right, and I scroll it downwards, it goes on the left. So that's easy for me, and that's my preference. I've also customized the forward and backward buttons. So if I click on the forward button, the timeline zooms in, as you can see, and I click on the backward button, the timeline zooms out. Another very useful setting for Final Cut Pro with this mouse is the feature of pan by pressing down the scroll wheel button. So you just press this down and move the mouse right or left, then you can go to any part of the timeline. I've left the gesture button to default because I absolutely love the gesture button, and it allows me to go into the mission control where I can look at all the desktops that I have and every application that is open. So that's default, and by pressing down this gesture tiny little button, I call this the most powerful button on this mouse because it allows you to do all the gestures that you can on a Mac and on the Magic Mouse. So by pressing this down with my thumb and moving the mouse right or left, I can switch between windows. And if I just press it once, it takes me to the mission control. I will quickly show you my settings for Google Chrome as well, where I've customized the scroll wheel to open a new Chrome tab. So the moment I click it, I get a new tab. And if I want to close it, I have customized the center button, this tiny button here, to close it. Another customization I've made is with the thumb scroll, which allows me to scroll between the open tabs on Chrome. So this is the application where you can connect all of your Logitech devices. First of all, you get to choose the global settings for the buttons, the point and scroll. Another feature I forgot to mention is the sensor, which supports up to 8000 dpi. So if you have very high resolution monitors and if you want to have high precision, then you can increase the DPI. Now this is a 5K monitor, and 2000 is what I'm comfortable with, because the moment I increase it to anything above 2000 and make it 8000, the pointer is not under my control. So it moves so fast, I just cannot work with it. So I've brought it down to 2000. That works really well for me on this 5K monitor. But yeah, you can play around with this setting as well. So going back to the buttons, this is where you customize every single button for all the apps that you choose. Now I have customized the buttons only for Final Cut Pro, Chrome and Safari. But if you click on this plus button, you will see a list of all the applications that support customization of the buttons. Well, that's it for today's unboxing. Logitech has nailed this productivity combo. Let me know in the comment section which mouse you prefer. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ride along for more tech drops from Mr. TechyBiker.